This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, your guardian of the First Amendment, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot. Good Friday morning, everybody, friend and foe. I say it day in and day out. Every day is like every day. And now with this asswipe election coming up, and I've embarrassed myself 5,000 times a day, and it's not hard to do. I'm sure you guys embarrass yourself, maybe not as much as me. Hell, I embarrass myself walking down the street sometime. I look so bad, but that's okay. That's okay because, see, I don't give a damn. But anyway, the national conventions are over now, the Democratic and the Republicans, and honestly, I got to tell you, when I was in Leavenworth, and I did 18 months for obstruction of justice. They wanted me to rat my friends out. Actually, they wanted me to lie, and I wasn't going to do either. But there were more honorable people in Leavenworth Federal Prison than there is running for office. There's so many asswipe, ignorant son of a bitches from the national level on down. Here's Hillary Clinton last night. What an idiot she is. And I got to say, Trump ain't much better, if he's better at all. I don't like either candidate. Now, I'm running for office, and you guys all know as a Republican, on the Republican ballot. I'm not a Republican. I'm a people candidate. I'm a candidate of the people. I'm not a candidate of the Republican Party. Not a candidate of the Democratic Party. I'm not even an independent because, see, I'm not independent. If I get elected, I'm going to be dependent on the people that put me in office to tell me what to do. How novel is that? Somebody that you put in office, somebody that you pay for, somebody that you are their bosses, listens to you and does what you tell them to do. That's all we are. Well, I shouldn't say we. I'm not a sleazy, greasy politician. I'm just sleazy and greasy. I'm not a politician yet. But all we are is employees of you people. When in this world did we put these asswipe, no good for nothing, rotten bastard, sleazy, greasy, do nothing, low life, bottom feeding, son of a bitchin', political parasitical punks that we call politicians, these perverted politicians? When in the hell did we ever let them take charge? It must have happened years back. You've heard me with this analogy. Ball players, professional football players. I'm not a big sports fan. These guys bust their ass. They work out. They spend time away from their families at the gym. Take the chance of getting killed on the football field, getting maimed on the football field, getting paralyzed on the football field. And when they make money, and they make more than they deserve, in my opinion, at least they've earned that position. They've earned those accolades. When they run for 400 yards or catch 4 touchdown passes, there's some talent there, people. You got to have some talent to be a professional, any kind of professional athlete. And even though I don't put them up on a pedestal, I put my dad up on a pedestal. I put the people that I care about, that cared about me, that helped me along the way. That's who's up on the pedestal, my pedestal. Why don't we put any of these asswipe bastards? And I want to apologize to the athletes, the professional athletes. They're not as bad as these politicians. But you understand what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying. These athletes, they bust their ass. They could go out to a football game and break their neck, be paralyzed for life. So they get paid some good compensation for that. And I got to say, the good thing about that, it doesn't come out of our tax dollars, our hardworking tax dollars, our hardworking people who pay tax after tax after tax after tax. Doesn't come out of our pocket unless we're willing to go to the ball game and spend $150 on the ticket, unless we're willing to go to the ball game and spend $8 on a hot dog, $12 for a beer. That's our choice. But with these politicians, it's not our choice. Once they get in office, they do what they want to do. But here's where we got them, people, if we think and we think right. It's our choice to put them in those positions. But let's sit there and think while you're drinking your coffee. Maybe you guys just got off work having a couple beers. Who knows? But while you're sitting there, let's contemplate this scenario. Let's think about these no-good son of a bitches this November. I don't give a damn if they're Democrats, Republicans. There's enough criticism and hatred to go around for all these politicians. You heard me yesterday. These poor people in East St. Louis, not just black, white, poor people below the hill and above the hill. Any poor person anywhere. They've got nothing to look forward to. But here's what pisses me off. And they're doing it in my campaign. They're asking if they can help, and I appreciate that. I can put up my signs. I can do most of my own work. I don't need their money. But these asswipe real politicians, say I'm not a real politician. These real politicians, these die-hard career politicians, they get everybody's hopes up. Oh, yeah, come on, this year's going to be different. Work for me, work for me. They've got people working for them that can barely afford to eat, barely afford to pay their bills. But they're out day in and day out. You see the people at these conventions, at the National Democratic Convention, and last week, the National Republican Convention. These people want hope. They want change. But let me tell you, the only thing they're going to get is a lot more what they've got. Nothing. You better hope for a change, and you're not going to get it. I don't give a damn if Trump gets elected. Is that going to change your lives? I said a couple days ago to the proud black community, I'll address you on this one. And I'm a proud white man. And it just again and again and again pisses me off. Bob, you can't talk like that. You'll lose black vote. No, if the black voters don't want Bob Romanik to represent them, then just don't vote for me. You want my opponent, Latoya Greenwood, who'll step and fetch for Madigan, who, if she was a Republican, would step and fetch for Rauner? Or do you want a crazy son of a bitch like me that's going to fight for you, that's not going to take a penny? I don't need their damn money. That's why they've kind of ostracized me from both sides. Both sides have come to me. Hey, Bob, what can we do for you? We'd like to have you on board. We'd like you to support our agenda when you get elected. I say, guys, I'm not going to support your agenda. I'm going to support the agenda of my bosses, the people that put me in office. Why do you think they dislike me now in Springfield? Why do you think the Republicans and Rauner? Hey, you asswipe Rauner. This son of a bitch shakes my hand when he was in town. I told you that yesterday. Shakes my hand. Yeah, I know who you are, Bob. You really got things stirred up down here, kind of had an attitude. And I said, hey, Governor. And I'm shaking his hand. It's going to get worse before it gets better. He pulled away from me, turned around, and started glad-handing somebody else. He doesn't know those people down there. But they know him. Governor, you're my friend. The governor's not anybody's friend. The president's not anybody's friend. I don't give a damn Democrat or Republican. I'm tired. But see, that's what they've done. That's how they've started this divide and conquer, people. Had to have a Democratic Party, a Democratic organization, had to have a Republican Party, had to have a Republican organization, so they could divide. And they divide black and white. They divide men and women. They put all these wedges between all of us so we can never come together. Because, see, if we all came together, if we all sat at the table, we may not like each other. But when we all start talking about what these rotten bastards have done, Democrats and Republicans, we'd all be pissed off. There'd be a political riot. No violence, of course, but there'd be a political riot. We'd get rid of all these son of a bitches. But Hillary last night, oh, it's great. Her daughter and her husband. We love our mother and old Bill Clinton. He must have loved Hillary so much he got tired of loving her and he loved on everybody else. But you don't hear about all that. You know, and I don't want to cast a bad light. They've made a lot of mistakes. But don't sit there up on a pedestal. Don't put yourself on a pedestal and act like you're really doing us a favor by being our president. But Chelsea Clinton, Hillary's daughter, fights like this, that's what keeps her going. They grab her hard in her conscience and they never let go. Well, number one, I don't know if Hillary's got a heart, but I definitely can tell you she doesn't have much of a conscience. And I'm not trying to pass a bad light on the Democrats and a good light on the Republicans. Because Trump ain't much better. You know, Trump's a half an idiot. Hillary's a half an idiot. So you're going to vote for somebody, and you're not going to vote. And think about it, people. And I'm being politically insane, not politically correct, not even politically incorrect. Sit there and think. You Democrats that are supporting Hillary Clinton, do you think she's a good candidate? Or do you think Trump is just that bad a candidate? And you Republicans sitting out there that are voting for Trump, and I know he energizes a lot of people, but you know, so did Hulk Hogan, so did Trump kind of reminds me of a Razzler. But do you think he's the best candidate? I don't think either one of them are the best candidate. In this great country of ours, it's a shame. The best candidates won't come out because they get blasted in the paper, a bunch of lies, some truths. See, that's why I'm a good candidate, because I don't give a damn what somebody says about me. These people do. And they always want to flip the script. They always want to talk bad about the other person. I haven't said much bad about my opposition. I don't have much good or bad to say about her other than they're greedy. All I can say is what I'm going to do in Springfield. And that's going to stir up enough crap that the governor will be crapping in his pants. Madigan will be crapping in his pants. Sprague will be down here in St. Clair County pissing in his pants. And Sweet Cakes Kern will be at the Y in the locker room. Whatever he does, I don't know how the hell you work out. What are you working out with in the locker room? Maybe a bunch of, well, never mind. But you understand what I'm saying. We all get excited about these elections. These elections aren't going to affect us in any way. Now, I'll say this about Obama. 8 years. Is this country better off? And again, not casting a bad light because he's a Democrat, not a bad light because he's black. It's a bad light because nothing's changed. If it'd be the Republicans in office for 8 years, there'd have been nothing changed. It only changes in Washington, D.C., for these people that make millions and millions and billions of dollars off the backs of us, the hardworking taxpayers. Our lives never change, but they want us to get all involved, all excited about this presidential election. Nothing's going to get different. Up any proud black people, give me a call. Toll free, 1-888-394-1430. On the east side, 394-1190. Let me know, other than Obama being black, if anything's changed in your world. I actually think it's gotten worse. And it's not because he's the first black president, because the presidency is a political position. And politics only work for about 5%. The organization, the Democratic organizational people, the Republican organizational people, they don't work for us. They don't work for us. And then I see in the paper, this time an adoring Bill Clinton looks on as she accepts bid. Well, I don't know if he was adoring. She wasn't adoring to him when he had Monica Lewinsky and he had Paula Jones and he had everybody else. But see, people forget about the big shots and their indiscretions. They don't forget about mine. They sure don't forget about yours. Why do we forget about theirs? You know, Trump. Trump had Miss Universe. I'm surprised they haven't come out about him exploiting women. But I think a hot gal in these, I think they exploit the men. I think these entertainers, these adult entertainers, they exploit the men more than the men exploit the women. But that's okay. That's okay because they can do what they want to do in this great country. But when they try to make something out of something that's not, about Hillary and Bill's great life together, Bill had his big speech, and I'm tired of hearing this. Boy, what a great speech by Bill Clinton. What a great speech by Obama. To hell with great speeches. Give me somebody that stutters and slurs, but give me somebody that's going to do something for us. Us, the hardworking taxpayers, the hardworking citizens, all of us patriots in this great United States of America. Give me somebody that'll get something done. I don't give a damn about the verbiage. I don't give a damn about how nice they talk. I don't give a damn about how well they dress or how good they look. Give me an idiot like me. Give me a no-count son of a bitch like me that doesn't look worth a damn. I'm going to get something done, people. I'm going to fight. We've already aggravated these bastards in St. Clair County. I hear it all the time. Bob, you guys got a good chance of winning, taking over the county, making a change. These people know after 40 years of Democratic control, after 40 years of the culture of corruption, the Democratic culture of corruption, there's not going to be any changes. Are you crazy? You people need to go to my psychiatrist. And let me tell you people out there that may vote for me. I'm not altogether right. Are you crazy? There's a lot of nuts in me. There's a lot of nuts in you guys. You just haven't let it out yet. Because you got a job. You can't say what you want. You can't do what you want. Why? Because it's not politically correct. It's not politically correct. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, people, how we just sit back and let these politicians dictate to us. Let these politicians get into our heads. Let these politicians, these perverted punks that we call politicians, let them rule our lives. These bastards ain't ruling my life anymore. I'm going to do what the hell I want, when I want, whenever I want, to whoever I want. As long as it doesn't hurt anybody. Physically, of course. I know I've hurt some people that I talk about them, but they talk about me. Hell, that's the name of the game. They can't say anything worse about me than I've said about myself. Because, see, unlike these rotten bastards, I know who I am. I'm not trying to kid anybody. What you see is what you get. You think what you see is what you get with Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton? You think what you see is what you get with Donald Trump? Hell no. But their families are going to talk nice about them? I would expect that. Never going to have a family member come up, Chelsea Clinton, oh, my mom was a real bitch. My mom may be a lesbian, and my dad, he ran around with every woman in town. You're not going to hear the bad parts. If we're not going to hear the bad parts, let's don't hear any of the parts. I don't want that political propaganda shoved up my ass. Hell, they're shoving enough crap up our ass. Don't need it. And I got to say, it still pisses me off. And you people sitting out there, if you're pissed off, give me a call. I won't jump your ass. People say, I don't want to call you Bob. You jump. I'm not going to jump anybody's ass. But am I the only stupid son of a bitch out here that's pissed off, that's not going to take it anymore? Are there other people? Are some of you people out there, you guys just brain dead? You know what's going on. It's not about black, white. It's not about men, women. It's not about Democrats or Republicans. It's about the almighty dollar. And then you get this asswipe Tim Kaine. Now, I got to say, now maybe it pisses some people off. And you know I don't give a damn. This ignorant bastard, we talked about it a couple days ago, and it just stuck in my craw. Let's go over to Europe. Let's go over to England. Let's go over to Ireland. Let's go to any of these foreign countries. When these candidates are running for office, prime minister, whatever the hell titles they have, and there's a few Americans that may be supportive of them, do you think they insult the crowd? Do you think they insult the crowd and speak English? Hell no, they don't. Hell no, they don't. They don't speak English. They speak their language of their land. And I got to say, Tim Kaine, you spoke Spanish for all the Hispanic people, and that's good for them. But why would you speak Spanish when you're running for vice president of this United States of America? Why would you insult all of us as Americans? That's my problem I've got. That's a problem I got with Clinton. That's a problem I got with all these bastards. That's the only thing I like about Trump. He says put America first. And I say put Americans first. I say put Americans first. I don't want to screw anybody. Well, hot little gal maybe, but I don't want to screw the good people of this great United States. I want to see everybody eat. But I've told you before everybody eats, my family eats, and United States of America is our family. Let's don't disrespect our people. Let's take care of our people. Whatever's left, let's give out. And let's be charitable. But I'm not going to be charitable at the expense of starving my family. We've got a caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side. Go ahead, caller. Well, never mind. We can't get a caller. So it's unbelievable, people. Unbelievable that we're going to put up with that crap. If we had a caller call back. Apparently, somebody's having trouble with our technical end of this. So, but do you understand what I'm saying? Why do we always get shorted as Americans? Why do we, as Americans, get shorted? The foreign bastards that come over don't get shorted, and maybe that's not politically correct, but I do not give a damn about being politically correct today or any day in this life of mine. That's what's killing all of us, got to be politically correct. No, you don't. You got to be who you are. You got to say what you want to say. And I say America first, Americans first. I'm tired of being like a second-rate citizen in this world of ours. These politicians, what a bunch of asswipes. But for Tim Kaine, this no-good, rotten bastard, and I don't give a damn, he's Democrat, Republican. He's going to speak Spanish. He's running for vice president. They're on the political tour. And he's going to speak in Spanish. We've got a caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Good morning, Bob. You said it all, and I couldn't agree with you more.
Hey, wait a minute. You better go to my psychiatrist, you crazy sumbitch. If you agree with everything I'm saying, something ain't right with you. But go ahead, sir.
Well, I tried, but they wouldn't let me in. They said they didn't have enough time. So,
yeah, they were taking care of me. Thank you, sir. What's going on in your world?
Well, Bob, I live in beautiful South County over here and been listening to you for the last couple of years when I located your station. And about Obama, things are not better. But, we watched 4 days of this Democratic pandering convention. I think they were even trying to pander to Martians if they could.
Hey, you apologize to the Martians. Don't put the Martians, the nice Martians that I know are around. Don't put them in with the damn politicians now, please. But go ahead.
I just apologize to the Martians.
Okay, so, thank you.
The punchline is, it's not going to be any better with Hillary Clinton. I went last night and watched that movie, Hillary's America. And I got to tell you, it's an eye-opener. And we were talking about Slick Willie, or you were. If you watch that movie and you think that individual is a character person, then they need to be senior psychiatrists too, because that movie, it tells it all. So that was, I didn't know if you had an opportunity to see that.
No, I didn't, sir. But what about, did you see, and I didn't see 13 Hours either. Somebody told me about Benghazi that I ought to see that, then I'd really hate these politicians. Have you seen 13 Hours?
No, sir, I haven't, but I tell you what, I don't care what she stands for. When you bring up Benghazi, to me, that's enough to never vote for her the rest of my life. So keep up the good work. And one other thing, I had mailed you a book about old probably early June. It was in reference to it was a blue book about Rex Singfield, about the city county takeover, their little corrupt plan they had.
Yes, sir.
Did you get that book?
Yes, I did get it, and I've reading some of it, and we'll get to it. So when I start on that, you can give me a call back.
Well, thank you, Bob, and enjoy your day.
Well, thank you, sir. You too. I don't think this gentleman was much of a Democrat, but that's okay. Maybe he has Republican leanings, but what's right's right. And Hillary is by far not the best candidate. Trump by far is not the best candidate. But this is what we're stuck with, people, so we have to work around it. But let me tell you, I'm tired of America being crapped on. I'm tired of America being screwed with. I'm tired of America being disrespected when we give and give and give to all these countries and get nothing in return but disrespect. We've got another caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Oh, Bob?
Yes.
Yeah, this is Paul.
Yes, Paul.
Well, I just wanted to add something to it. I've been trying to avoid the television and stay away from the politicians now. From the first time I voted, I believe it was 1956, to this day, I have never seen the trash that they put out there for us to vote for. I mean trash. Can you believe it? Where was Trump during the Vietnam War? That's his age group. Where was Bill? Well, I can tell you where Bill Clinton was. They ran his ass all over Arkansas and part of Europe trying to give him his draft notice. And here, this is what we're stuck with to run this country. And I'm just sick of it. And I'd be damned if I'm going to go to the poll and put one of these monsters in office. And I'm just upset with it. I'm sorry. I don't like to be angry on the phone. But this is absolutely terrible trash. This is trash that we have to vote for.
Yeah, Paul, I agree with you. Thanks for the call, and I can understand and I can hear the frustration in your voice. That's frustrations in my body, and I think it's in the bodies of everybody. Now, there's some people that'll die hard Democrats. There's people that are die hard Republicans. But the vast majority of them are just decent people who either have Republican leanings or Democratic leanings. And you're right. These guys, hell, I might as well ran for president. I'm as low life as these son of a bitches. So that tells you how bad it is. You know, I know I would never make a good president. Hell, I barely make a good human being. But that's okay. You gotta work with what the hell you got. But Paul hit it on the head, and I spoke earlier, as you heard. Look at the choices. We don't have a choice for a good candidate. We've got a choice for who's the best of the worst. And I say that, and I don't say it jokingly. I'm running for state representative in the 114th Legislative District for this once great state of Illinois. I'm the second worst candidate running. My opponent's the first. So you either vote for me, which is a no good sumbitch, or for her, which is a bigger no good sumbitch. So who the hell are you going to vote for? But Paul, I have to disagree. You've got to get out and you got to vote. Maybe don't vote for president, but vote down the ticket. Whether it's for a Democrat, whether it's for a Republican. That's what they want, Paul. They really win. These ass-white bastard politicians, both Democrats and Republicans, that's when they really win. When we sit at home, when we become apathetic, that's when they win. We've got another caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Hey, Bob.
Hello.
Hi. I know you read the Slimocrat, but I wasn't sure if you caught the bit on Wednesday about the DNC and the local representative that was replaced by someone from Springfield. And I figured Sprague and Kern must have pissed somebody off if they removed the gentleman from Cahokia for the convention.
What?
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm sorry.
And the gentleman is Christopher Belt, who is Curtis McCall Sr.'s brother-in-law.
Oh,
and he's also president of the Cahokia School Board.
And he didn't make it to the national convention, huh?
No, they replaced him with someone from Springfield.
Well, okay, thank you very much, ma'am. And you're right. Sprague and these guys, they're not in the fold anymore with the Democrats in this country. Sprague has screwed so many people. Kern Sweet Cakes have screwed so many people. Nobody, you hear me? Nobody wants to get involved with these rotten bastards. They've dropped St. Clair County. Why do you think the NGA, the $1.5 billion development we lost, the other $3 or $4 billion in residual income and revenue that this area would have had in the next 15 or 20 years, we lost because of the culture of corruption in St. Clair County. Even the thieves don't want to be around the other thieves when the other thieves are getting caught up in what they're doing. And that's what's going on. That's going on all throughout this country, people. So let's take these political parasitical punks, these perverted punks, let's take them down from the pedestals that we put them on, and let's kick their asses off and let them fall down, and let's destroy them, let them smash them to the ground and destroy them. Politically, of course, because they're not doing us any good. We're going to take one more call, then we're going to go to break. Callers, hold on. We'll get to you after the break. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Hello?
Hello.
It's Tom.
Yes, Tom.
I got figured out why Bill is so energetic to get Hillary in. He'll have free run of the White House, and he'll know where she's at, and he'll know where he can go and what he can do.
Yeah, Tom, you know what? You're exactly right. Thanks for the call, Tom. Here's the situation with that. We've had Secret Service agents come out and say whenever Hillary came back to the White House, they had to call Bill. Now, see, I'm just as horny and just as stupid and just as vile as any guy when we get horny. And I don't give a damn what Bill Clinton did. I don't give a damn. I looked at his wife, and I don't think I'd want to have sex with her, but don't do it in my house. Don't do it in your house. Don't do it in the White House. Take them to a cheap hotel where the cheap act is being done. That's what I say. That's what disrespects us. That White House is not his house. That White House is our house, and I'll be damned if I want some scumbag like him screwing some bimbo in my house, if you know what I mean, and I think you do. Callers, hold on. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting at its finest. America's bi-state voice of freedom. Kern, bi-state, not bisexual, you idiot, you stupid, no-good son of a bitch. Stay out of the men's locker room. I don't know if you're cleaning up or doing whatever, but stay out of there, you stupid-ass idiot. Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio at its finest, and we are, as always, proud, very, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Hold on, callers. We're going to get to you momentarily. You heard the intro. Who let the dogs out? And I got to say, this no good, and you know what I think about animals and children. I love them. I don't give a damn much about people because we can take care of ourselves. Animals and children can't. Man charged with shooting bulldog. Dog had to be euthanized. I like that word, euthanized. No, they had to kill the poor son of a bitch. Just like with taxes, Ed Cocker will be coming on. They got TIF money. They got grant money. They put all these fancy names and it's stealing our tax dollars. And this dog had to be euthanized. No, they had to kill a dog because this ass-white bastard, the son of a bitch, William Brown. You ought to see this ugly look. I thought I looked bad. This son of a bitch makes me feel good about myself. A Granite City man is accused of shooting his neighbor's pet bulldog, who later had to be euthanized. William Brown, 62 of Granite City, has been charged with felony aggravated cruelty to animals, aggravated unlawful use of a weapon, misdemeanor assault, aggravated assault. At least I want to salute Gibbons. Going to charge this man with a felony aggravated cruelty to animals. There shouldn't be any misdemeanor aggravated cruelty to animals. I swear to you, I get elected state representative, I'm going to ask, and I'm going to bring legislation. Anybody hurt an animal, it's 20 years minimum. 20 years minimum. Not a misdemeanor, not a slap on the red. I slap this son of a bitch upside the head, then chop his head off and shove it up his ass and give it to the dogs to eat. And I don't mean politically, of course. I do not mean politically, of course. It pisses me off. Pisses me off when some asswipe no good said, looks like this son of a bitch. You heard me joke around with people having sex with sheep, Sprague and Kernan, all those guys. Politically sheep, of course, and political goats, of course. But this asswipe William Brown, he's in the paper. You got a picture of him, no good son of a bitch. That's what happens when you have sex, when your mama has sex with a snake. And I want to apologize to the snakes. This asswipe bastard goes and shoots this poor dog. There was a little kid out there playing, and this is alleged, of course, but they caught him with a gun. Said Brown, the asswipe, was in the backyard with a pistol and aimed at the owner before fleeing the scene. Brown was found driving a vehicle near the scene, stopped by deputies. He had a loaded handgun on his person and a loaded rifle in his vehicle. Was arrested, taken to county jail in lieu of $50,000 bond. That's $5,000. This asswipe, no good for nothing son of a bitch, get $5,000 and he'll be out. I say no bond, and I say give him 20 years. Now, people will say, that's a little bit much. No, it's not. We got to stop this crap. These bastards, he'll kill an animal first, then he'll kill the child, then he'll kill the rest of us. This no good, snaky-looking bastard. No hair, got hair on it. What a piece of crap this son of a bitch is. We're going to kill a poor, defenseless animal. Hey, you're one hell of a man, you rotten, stupid, ignorant bastard. It really pisses me off. Another one, though. Another one. Well, let's go ahead. Let's take some call. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side. Go ahead, caller.
Rob?
Yes.
Honor to speak with you. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing fine. What's going on?
Well, I'm in total agreement about Bill with his sexual exploits. But I want everyone to remember, how about his best friend, Vincent Foster, who mysteriously committed suicide? And how about the black politician, Ron Brown, where he was on a plane to testify against Clinton, as well as Vincent was? Very suspicious, very coincidental, but then they want to put his wife in the White House with him again. I think that's too dangerous. And I'll hang up and listen to what you have to say.
Well, wait a minute. Okay, but wait a minute. Don't you think Trump is just about as bad? Seriously.
Well, I don't think he has anything on his record as suspicious and coincidental as that. I think these Clintons are dangerous. I think we can go back to the Kennedys in the 60s. They were very dangerous. When you get that kind of power and they dig up some dirt on you, I guess anything can happen. But I don't think America can afford round two with the Clintons. And I'll hang up and listen and have a great weekend.
Well, thank you, sir. Thanks for the call. You're right. I don't think the world's ready for Clinton. I don't think the world's ready for Trump. But we got to pick one of the two. Hey, you want to be shot in the head and die? Or do you want to be shot in the heart and die? You're going to die. You know, this country, if we the people, don't take it back, we're in trouble. And I'm not trying to be melodramatic. There's nothing went on the last 8 years. I don't give a damn if the blacks, you're talking about Obama, he's the first black president. Don't give a damn if he was the first purple president. He hasn't done nothing for the black community, nothing for the white community, nothing for the American community. Just like Hillary Clinton's not going to, and I don't believe Trump's going to. We're on a downward spiral, people. We got to rethink our politics. We got to rethink the way we're living in this great country. We got to rethink everything about our lives in our society. People are getting killed every damn day. They're slaughtering people. Now, there's a policeman killed somewhere, I guess in Florida or someplace today. It's not even in the paper. You know, anymore, we don't give a damn. We become callous to policemen being killed. Hell, back in the day, a policeman killed everybody beat up in arms. Well, another policeman dropped, so what? That's bullcrap. These professional police officers, these proud police officers, men and women, black and white, Democrats and Republicans, they're out trying to protect us. And we don't give a damn about them? That's what's happened in this country. We don't give a damn about this country. We wouldn't let this crap go on. Here's another 30-year sentence for Daddy True, a child sex trafficker, getting young kids, the age of 13 and 14, sex trafficking of children by force, fraud, coercion, 3 counts of committing sex trafficking by children by force. All this, and they give him 30 years? Give him 300 years. I think that should be the death penalty. You take a 10, 12-year-old child, you put him in a prostitution ring, you take a 12-year-old child, and you rape her like this bastard yesterday, tie her up and rape her. Some bitch don't ever need to be out on the street. And why should we support him the rest of the life in prison? Let's just kill the son of a bitches. Oh, no, that's too bad. No, it ain't bad. That's on you. You decide you want to take a child's life. You decide you want to sexually assault a poor child. Then you son of a bitch, you're going to jail forever. Or, I said before, and people say, Romanik, you know, you talk crazy. Nobody's going to vote for you. I don't give a damn. Give a bastard like that, give him life in prison, give him life in prison, and give him a cyanide pill. And say, hey, that pill's there. It's up to you. In 24 hours, we're coming back and taking that pill back. Now, you make the choice. That pill costs probably $5. You make the choice, you rotten, stupid bastard. You want to spend the rest of your life in jail? Or do you want to take your own life and save society? Now, maybe that's not religiously correct. Maybe that's not legally correct. Maybe that's not morally correct. But I don't give a damn. That would be the thing to do. Let's quit. Let's quit treating all these asswipe bastards like they're people. They're not people. Are you crazy? A person's not going to kill a child, rape a child. A person's not going to kill a dog, an innocent dog. That ain't a person. That ain't a human being. That's an asswipe bastard. I don't see nothing in the Constitution that says the asswipe bastards have protections. Asswipe bastards shouldn't have anything but a gun up their ass and blow their trigger and blow their brains out, what little brains they might have. And I don't give a damn. Give a damn if nobody likes what I'm saying. What I'm saying is true. What I'm saying you people know is true. Got another caller? Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Yeah, Bob?
Yes.
This is Joe. I live in St. Louis. But if you were in my district, I'd vote for you for sure.
Well, thanks, Joe. I appreciate that.
And if not once, but more than once.
Well, you'd have to move to East St. Louis, Joe. East St. Louis, they let them good people down there vote 5 or 6 times. But
I hear you. You know, this national election, what is happening is you're voting for the person that's going to rearrange your deck chair on the Titanic.
Joe, I couldn't have said that any better. Now, you know, I tell my friends, they give me a good idea. They have it for 15 minutes, then I steal it. I'm going to have to steal that line. I really like that. That's what they're doing. Whatever side gets elected, they're just rearranging the chairs on the Titanic. Joe, thank you very much. Thanks for listening. Tell everybody in St. Louis we love them, and keep up the good work. Be safe over the weekend.
You keep up the good work. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joe. People, the man's right. Joe's the smartest man. Well, he ain't too smart because he listens to me. But no matter who gets elected, that's what's happening. Our country, unless we the people, take it back. I'm not a doomsayer. I think we can bring this country back. But we're going to have to get ignorant, stupid son of a bitches like me who don't give a damn, about the money, but give a damn about principle. I don't have many morals. I got a lot of principles. And I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight for the people of the state of Illinois. And we all need to fight for our people. our family. You'd fight for your family when they come to your house to steal something or come to your house to rob you or come to your house to hurt you or your family member. Well, America is your family. So let's get past this divide and conquer like these politicians. They want to divide and conquer us. I'm tired of that crap. I woke up this morning and said, I'm not going to take this crap anymore. And I hope I've energized you people enough to let you know that we can make a difference together. We don't have to love each other. We just have to respect each other. Had a caller here, caller said Trump is not as bad as Hillary. No, that's true. And you know what? 50 years in jail isn't bad as 60 years in jail. But that 50 years is still awful bad, but I appreciate that. Hey, we've got Ed Cockrell coming up. I got to get out of here. Got some technical radio stuff to do. Ed Cockrell will be here talking about taxes momentarily. Let's take care of a little bit of housekeeping. Coming up this Sunday, St. Elizabeth's Church Picnic in Marine, Illinois. It'll be this Sunday, July the 31st, family-style chicken dinner. Please, if you guys can attend, please do. Summerfield Lions Club. Saturday, tomorrow, July the 30th, starts at 6 p.m. Antique and tractor pull. Be a full menu of food and ice-cold beer. And I want to thank Mike Richter again from 3R Farms in Summerfield and Trenton area. Summerfield Lions having their tractor pull this Saturday, July the 30th. Everyone's invited to a concert for veterans, by veterans, to help veterans. It's coming up July the 30th, tomorrow. It'll be a barbecue, starts at 5 p.m. and concert starts at 6:30 until 9:30 at the Pattonville High School Stadium, 2497 Creve Coeur Mill Road in Maryland Heights. If you'd like to get involved, participate, or just show up, you can call 314-363-3715. Today at 11 o'clock, and I'm going to try to make it. Mark your calendar today. The Texas Roadhouse Benefit Lunch. Receive a free lunch from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Local law enforcement officers will be serving you lunch. All you have to do is leave a donation for the Special Olympics of Illinois. It's going to be a great time. And I want to salute Detective Brian Gimble and all the O'Fallon police officers for what they're doing out there. I would assume they're putting this on. So if you guys can make it out, please do. If you have any questions or concerns, you can contact Detective Gimble. It's 618-624-9553. Coming up this Saturday, free Signal Hill United Methodist Church, located at 95th and West Main in Belleville, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Free school backpacks, school supplies while they last. Going to have food, going to have fun. And as always, like to thank Velma Thompson and all the great people at the Signal Hill Methodist Church, the United Methodist Church, for all they do. Tomorrow, Saturday, July the 30th, from 6 p.m. to midnight at Wolf's Tavern in New Athens, the cancer benefit for Linda Lehan Franz. If you'd like to get involved, if you need information, you can contact Tammy Pruitt at 618-978-7012. Back the Blue Barbecue Luncheon coming up Saturday, August the 13th. It'll be held at the Smithton Firehouse. Public's invited and welcome. We'll talk about that next week. We're running out of time. The Jeff Staley Safety Foundation 10th and final Memorial Poker Run to be held tomorrow, July the 30th. If you'd like to get involved, you can contact 618-345-9181. Dolores Cavens, I said I was going to read her poem about the survivors. July the 30th, tomorrow, will be the 71st anniversary of the sinking of the USS Indianapolis. There were 23 survivors still living. There were delivered, let me see how many people, 71 years later. I can't get to this poem, but I sure will. There were, it sunk on July the 30th. It was hit with 2 torpedoes and sank within 12 minutes. After 4 days and 5 nights in shark-infested waters, no food, no water, many badly burned. They were accidentally found. 880 men gave their lives. 317 near death. All gave some and some gave all. We don't remember that. The worst naval sea disaster ever. 880 people died on the USS Indianapolis. 71st anniversary, and we want to salute you guys. And we'll get to that poem because that is really, really good. Don't forget you can pick me up on iTunes. Yeah, you know all the crap. Go to my streaming site. You know the crap. You can pick me up at 4 o'clock. Go to our Facebook. Go to St. Clair County Freedom Coalition Facebook. But go to Fans of the Grim Reaper to get all the political cartoons. You ought to see fat-ass Patty Sprague, Mary Turman out of O'Fallon, Bar Viviano, Doug Jameson. It is really funny. That's the fans of the Grim Reaper. We're running out of time. We got to go. Everybody, please have a good weekend. Friend and foe, Democrats, Republicans. San Diego police officer was shot. That's who it was. One died, one seriously injured. We don't even hear about that because we've become so callous in this once great country of ours. Let's take this country back, people, because if we don't take it back, somebody's going to take it from us. So let's all unite, Democrats, Republicans, independents, men, women, black and white. Let's all unite to make America great again. I like Trump's statement, make America great again. And it's not great like it was. It's not even close to being great like it was, but we've got the opportunity to take it back. So let's take our country back. Let's all unite. Let's all continue to expose these asswipe, rotten bastard politicians. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of Radio, and you've been listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Come on back Monday, same time, same place, when you'll have one pissed off, angry American Bob Romanik. And I hope I pissed you off. I hope I got you excited. I hope I got you upset, because that's the only way we're going to get off our lazy asses, me included, and do something to bring this country back to greatness. So let's continue to unite, men, women, black, white, Democrats, and Republicans. Don't let them divide us. Let's unite. Let's continue to expose these political parasitical punks, these low-life, good-for-nothing, useless punks that we call politicians. And on November the 8th, and every election from then on, let's show them how we feel about them. Let's show them how we disrespect them like they've disrespected us decade after decade. Let's destroy them once and for all, like cockroaches in the night. Let's step on them. Let's destroy them politically, of course, right here on the dark side.
They're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha. To the funny farm where life is beautiful.